Morning, guys. It's Jim the PA Woodsman. We're actually out and about. It's a very gloomy day out today compared to yesterday. But yesterday I didn't have the opportunity to come out like I have today. And I can't always let the weather dictate when I don't get out. Too many times it has. We're just out on the trail leading back to the 12 acres, hoping to catch some photos and videos of wildlife and maybe even some landscape photos. We're not sure. But I thought I'd bring you along and give you an update on the channel. And at the end I will add some additional information that wasn't planned when I was planning on coming out today for this trip. But it should be some tips that everyone needs to hear, even those that have been doing this for a long time. We can still make mistakes and forget things and etc. Also, I'll be bringing up a new channel I'm planning on making, and we'll discuss that more at the end. Till then, we'll just get back to enjoying this cool morning, 41 degrees with a slight drizzle. Made it down to the 12 acres. It's hard to believe it's coming in the middle of January and there's no ice on the waterway. It's been a pretty mild winter for us. We did have 1 week of cold temps down in the single digits, and like I said, today's 48. I'm not going to walk down today. Reason being is I end up with what's called, well, you probably all have heard of carpal tunnel before, but this, everyone takes it to granted it just involves the hands and the wrists. Well, involves the feet too, and I have it in the foot. And what it does is it causes my one foot on the right to cant a little bit to the right and my knee to cant a little bit to the left. At least that's the sensation I feel. And it's like I'm constantly forcing my leg to walk straight. I had some treatments done at the chiropractor the other day. It really helped. But every once in a while it flares up again and I'll have to do some exercises. But I'm trying to watch walking up and down anything, especially if it's wet or muddy and chance of injuring myself. I do have my InReach Mini with me since there's really poor signal back here. I left my ham radio at home. Reason being, I'm trying to stay as quiet as I can to hopefully see some wildlife. On the way down here, all I managed to see was a hawk, but I really couldn't get any shots at it. And then some sort of duck. I don't know the species. It took off too quick. It was too far away anyhow. So, but that brings up the portion of the video I was going to leave to the end. But I think that right now is the best time to bring it up because I'm feeling some of the side effects of it. And that is not being prepared. I am typically prepared. Today, I am not. Yes, I have my camera backpack with me. I have a little bit of things in here. I'll show you what I brought with me. I have my water filter. That was in there from the last trip. I don't have my tripod with me for my GoPro. It's actually in with my turkey blind when I was using it out the other day trying to get some wildlife photography. It didn't go as planned. I got a bottle of water initially with me. I also have gloves and hats, which I'm probably going to throw the hat on here momentarily. But I have no other warm clothes. I do have a goose down jacket. Could have been on me right now while I'm sitting here taking a break just to try to break the chill. But the raincoat's doing its job. Right now I'm just sitting on a piece of a mesh that's a camouflage mesh I sometimes drape at the end of my camera when I don't have the blind with me, just give myself a little bit of camouflage. But what I don't have with me is any way of heating water up to have a coffee. I left my pot and everything like that at home. If anything happened, I'd be a little bit of trouble right now. Yeah, I have the beacon with me, but it would take some time till somebody could come and get me. Right now, staffing is terrible during the day for any type of search and rescue. So, until they get here, I'd be miserable. I wouldn't have a way of starting a fire, for one. Yeah, I could do the bow and drill, but guess what? I don't even have a knife to cut what I need to cut. I should have a ferro rod with me with some wet starts and all that, which I typically would have with me if I came prepared, but I did not. Somewhere in here, I believe I do have my headlight. I gotta double check when I get back. I gotta rip this bag apart and take a look. But yeah, I'd have no way of preparing a hot cup of tea or hot cup of coffee. Yeah, I don't have any coffee, but well, I think I do have some coffee packets with me. But if I wanted something just to break the chill, I could make some pine needle tea. There's plenty of pine trees around me at the moment, but I can't even do that because I'm not prepared. Here I am, the PA woodsman, and I'm not prepared today. I do have a map and stuff in my phone. I do have a spare charger to bring that up. If I didn't have that, I do have a compass. But I know where I'm at. It's fairly simple in and out of here. But just the simple comforts, I can't even do that right now to keep myself comfortable waiting on rescue if that need be. I don't even have a basic first aid kit. I'd have to tear my bag apart to just try to do something, and that's the last thing I want to do. So, but that's the point I'm trying to make. Sometimes we make spare moment decisions, and we're not prepared for the what can happen if things don't go as planned. I really don't have much of an EDC on me. Oh, wait a minute, I do have a knife type credit card that was gifted to me in my pocket, but that ain't gonna do a whole lot, but it could do something. Probably get myself hurt trying to use it to cut wood or anything with because it's flimsy plastic. But I got a small flashlight on me. I have one also on my sidearm that I carry with me for protection from the 2- and 4-legged creatures. But that's my EDC for now. So I need to really start thinking about having stuff set out in eyesight that I know to grab and throw in my bag when I'm going out for days like this. I intentionally got another piece of Tyvek sheet laid out just for this purpose, so I could put under my bag or underneath my behind. It's deep dry if something's damp. Because right now I'm on this water-soaked bench that they built back here for the people that walk and bike the trails. So, well, that's going to be it of that. I'm going to take another swig here, and I'm going to turn around and start walking the other direction. Hopefully we'll see something on the way out of the vehicle. If not, this video may be more or less about what not to do and how to be prepared when you go out just for anything, even just a simple photo shoot. So, we'll talk more. Well, we just made it back in the nick of time. It is coming down pretty good, and I'm starting to get wet. So, that's why I said I really need to make sure I'm prepared when I come out here. And we didn't see anything on the way out. To be honest, I was trying to move a little bit swifter when I saw the rain was starting to come down. So, but we'll continue on with the video from the shack when I get home. So until then, we're gonna drive motoring safely back home. All right, guys, Jim the PA Woodsman. Just wanted to follow up a little bit in that video that I did earlier with my walkabout, more or less. We only did see those that hawk and that one duck of one sort of breed. I'm not sure what it was. The weather did turn south, and I mentioned about being ill prepared. I'm not going to get really into detail with this video right now. I think I'm going to do a separate video regarding preparedness, and not only with photography. It's just going to be a general video. It'll be something a little different. And talking different, before I close this video, I wanted to introduce you to a new channel. It's going to be called Natural Discoveries. And it's going to be my other channel that I'm going to start on. And it's going to be more or less dealing with nature and wildlife, landscape photography, different campgrounds. Not only the four-legged creatures that we see out there, but the flying animals, the amphibious animals, and humans. You never know, might be interviewing somebody somewhere along the line. It's just going to be something totally different type of channel. I'm still going to have PA Woodsman, but I'm going to try to let it stick with just my general blogging type creativity and what it was originally designed for, and that was more or less bushcraft and stuff like that when I get myself motivated to get out there and do that again. Motivation's the biggest thing right now. So that'll be, like I said, Natural Discovery. Eventually I will let it be monetized so I can make up for some fuel and wear and tear in my vehicles. And it's not fun trying to get out and do videos when you don't have the two nickels to rub together sometimes. So I'll just use that on the other channel to help with alleviate some of that. So enough of this video. It's nothing great, but I hope to see you subscribe to my other channel once I get it up and running here. Be prepared for the next video. Be coming out later today as well, and that one's going to be dealing with preparedness. And it's not going to be just what you think it may be. It's going to be a little different. All right, guys, as always, I want to thank you for watching the PA Woodsman, and most of all, God bless.